Ah, shit. Ow, I can't be bothered to edit that. It's too much fucking work for someone who's not having anyone watch. Elves are done. So it is either to Orzammar or to the north of Ferelden, to the Storm Coast. I think Storm Coast. I think Storm Coast is a good shout. I don't know how to get.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
I have to do something important.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men. And you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
That's what I said, though.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant. If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
No, you should keep talking, because I want your fucking quest. I assume you have a personal quest. It's been a while. Actually, same for Zevran as well. I don't think I've ever done Zevran's quest. I've done Leliana's because she takes you back to Denner. Wonder if she'll tell me.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
Harampuva used to say much the same thing.
Then perhaps you know this song.
Oh, I didn't say sing it. It's a good song, though. Just... It's funny because it's obviously not Leliana singing. Oh shit, is everyone gonna watch? Is this our dawn will come moment? She's a bard, that's what they do, isn't it? See, I like it, even Morrigan's like... She's got a point though. You alright, girl? You alright? I just came to talk. Stenny boy. I'll let it play out. I doubt. Are they gonna have? They're gonna show Zephyrin? They're gonna show Shale. Okay. We done? We cool? We kosher? Yeah, we're done. I didn't get an approval. I listened to you sing.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
I heard that in Orlais minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
In the history book.
And did you not think that this could be historical fact and no longer true? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers, but some of them are what we call bards.
What's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are. The Empress must have her own bards at her disposal, I suppose, but many are more self-serving. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You were a bard, weren't you?
I have revealed too much, it seems. But it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
But why were you living cloistered? Why were you living cloistered? But why were you living cloistered, sister? Why were you living... But why were you living as a cloistered sister in rural Ferelden? I don't know why they missed the as a.
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
Okay.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Why? Oh. Can we say anything about Orlais?
I miss Val-Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val-Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Veilgaurd, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
I've never been to Orlais.
If you get the chance, you should see it, at least Val-Royeaux. Of course there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sort of thing?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs. And shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable.
Shoes.
Almost ridiculously so. But the shoes. Living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes. Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Wouldn't that be hard to walk in?
I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room, perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite.
Oh, it's for the quiver.
Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots
I'm
you
wondering
have in
what that
Ferelden.
is. Hey!
Ugh, just look at them.
You don't need fancy shoes to make it beautiful. They're comfortable.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Okay. Hey, Zevi, let's have a conversation.
I've a question, if I may.
You may.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
This is after I ravish you in celebration. You could go if you wanted.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
Oh, I read that different. I thought that would say there's always a use for two handsome elves, meaning, hey man, I'm hot, you're hot. Company needs us. Why wouldn't you go if you had the chance?
How should I know? I cannot see the future. What if I liked it here? What if we became fond of each other? Stranger things have happened.
I'm with Morrigan, bruv. I could choose a friend, perhaps.
See, I have a tendency to grow on others. You'll see. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes? What say you? By all means.
I got some questions. What is your opinion about the
I know
Dalish?
little enough of the Dalish, other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease, and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Was the woodcutter your father?
How should I know? My mother was a whore, as you'll recall. None of the other elven boys in the whorehouse knew their fathers. I was not so unusual. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
And yet you're oddly cheerful about it all. Yeah.
It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You can say that again.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again. there has been plenty. To tell the truth, it is because I expected nothing more. Still, even I eventually thought that it would be better for me if I ran off to join the famous Dalish when one of their clans drew near Antiva city. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on. What say you?
Can I ask you something
Again?
personal?
I'm game.
Oh, that's all there is. Okay, anything more to talk? Wait, what was Alistair's quest? No way Alistair's thing is just Goldana. I don't know.
Ah,
Shale, baby!
it doesn't have better things to do.
No one has come to you, baby!
I like to think of them as accessories.
What do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Did he succeed?
Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
I don't want to take advantage, Shale.
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
I do. How did you end up in Honley? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it. I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
How old are you?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Wilhelm's wife sold it, I believe.
Hag. That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag. Humph. I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Shrunk down! Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out. With a chisel and a lot of nerve. I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh. Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not done.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
Good. I'm also an elf. Because I'm not human?
Oh, it's not just that. Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but it's not only that. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings.
Hey man, my hair, hey girl, my hair is great. But that's it. It's the hair. There's a backhanded compliment in there somewhere.
Nonsense. It can imagine my surprise discovering such a thing was possible from a creature so soft. But there it is. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless. Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Ooh, nice. Shale's got more strength. Okay. His quest takes me towards Amar. I need to kill her mother. Should I try that again? Fuck it, let's try the Morrigan. let's try taking on Flemeth. And I'll take Win, Sten and Alistair. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You reckon we're gonna make it? We're gonna make it without an attack? Nope. Oh, it's this one. Fuck. Good job I saved. Because this one fucked me the last time. Yeah, see, because it obviously she fixes you. I can only assume that you don't get this interaction if you aren't with Win. enchantment is like, I've been missing out. Look at that damage. Like, I know I'm on easy mode now, but still. Oh, come on. Is that what I get?
So shall I share.
Yep, there we are.
That was interesting. And draining. I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little. Well, that's certainly conceivable. I suppose I shouldn't be using that particular trick to entertain children at parties. I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
You know, Sten doesn't have any points. He just has this, but I don't want to give him any dual weaponry or archery or weapon and shield shit. Yeah, see? But Wynn should have a couple of levels. She's got 3. Do that. Do that. Do that. Oh, I can make her an arcane warrior as well. But no, she's good where she is. Caster places protective ward on an ally restores health. Oh, that's cool. And what's this one? Oh, just straight up, even though both of those. There we are. And now we have haste. I think I need to do... I think if I finish her quest I can get haste. If I finish Win storyline. This looks weird. Cool, because I don't look at it from this angle very often. And here we come, doing Morrigan's bidding.
And so you return.
Yeah!
Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
Which one is it?
I wonder. What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time? That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
Morrigan is babe. Morrigan has asked, so Morrigan shall get. But we will hear her proposal.
Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain. We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do. I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
No.
Shame. What will it be, then? It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps.
I have leveled
Come.
up
She will earn what
like
she takes.
4 times.
I'd have it no other way.
And I am on an easy difficulty now. You're going down, girl. I really should have brought Shale instead of Alistair. I'm not gonna lie. Can I just... please? Thank you. Try and freeze. Attack. 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 Haste. Close. Fucking hell, she still hits. No, group heal. That's not group heal. That's group heal.
Is that it?
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Let's go!
This is crazy. Like actually crazy is what this is. I never remember Flemeth being this difficult. It's really strange. Why did I do that? I meant that. Yeah, I know I have revival, but it's best used on somebody like Sten. How long does that take? 2 minutes? Did it again. would help if I had actually thought about the things that she does and doesn't have on her. Oh, sorry, that was 2 minutes. What is Lifewood's thing? Oh, just 30 seconds, okay.
Let's make it quick!
Not allowed.
It's okay, I got this, we got this, we're good, we're good, we're good. Lyrium. Did it? Yeah. Yeah, boy.
As you say.
Robes of Possession.
Yes.
I don't like that name, and I don't like that it gives you -1 to willpower. But unless there's a cutscene automatically.
I lied to you, you know,
Oh
about
shit.
why I left Orlais. I didn't feel like talking about it then, what happened to me. Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Why?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine.
Marjolaine!
She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
Hmm. You opened them, didn't you?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevarra and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Oh, pardon me.
My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered. I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
Who's they?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
And how did you get out?
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
So you came to Ferelden. To Lothar.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
Damn, cutscene after cutscene.
You have returned from the wilds, alive. What news have you?
I like how this kind of showed. I could be reading too much into limited animation, but this kind of felt like she knows you're about to tell her her mother is dead, and on one hand she's happy, and on the other she's like, my mother is dead. I don't have a mother anymore. Because I mean, you start this off with, you know, I should be more likely to return to a burned down hut than this, and then Morrigan's like, don't talk like that. It's really interesting that the way they have Morrigan and Flemeth, because in Inquisition, when you meet back up again, Morrigan and Flemeth kind of talk in a, I don't trust you, you're still evil, still an evil witch. And the Flemeth is like, no, I'm not. I'm not a good person, but I'm not the evil you think I am. And it's a bit more, it's really good. Flemeth is dead. You are free.
Dead? You actually managed it? I barely dared to hope 'twas even possible. And the real grimoire, did you find it?
Yes, here it is.
And so here it is. Fantastic. And thank you for helping me. No one has ever... Thank you.
You are welcome.
We are hopefully free of any further pressing obligations involving my protection. Let us return to the road, shall we?
Let's have a look at these robes, because I think it's the same. I think it gives her the same look as these. Or it could be the original look. No, because they're the same look. Okay. She can try these on for a bit then. Yeah, give her a fucking dagger.
I wish to ask a question of you.
Go ahead.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
My opinion.
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
And if I do love you?
Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
It is not a weakness.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
You are worth my distraction.
You are impossible.
Yep.
Have it your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end.
Nah. I know how this tale ends. No regrets. I'm a Grey Warden. In peace, vigilance. In war, victory. In death. Well, we don't have to talk about death yet. I'm a man. I'm a member of the camp. I'm just gonna stand here like everyone else. What do you want, Barkspawn? What are you doing? I know, great, isn't it? She loves us. She loves us. But yeah, that's really good consistency in her character. The way Morrigan confesses that she's in love with you, and then you talk to her. She's always constantly like, "God, it's so stupid, it's so weak," and you're like, "God, you love me." And then in Inquisition, if she's in a romance with the Warden, she can tell you very easily that she can get into contact with you by writing. She can just write a letter, and it will get to the Warden. She says, "God, he's going to be insufferable." He's going to think I miss him. Prick. He's going to be unstoppable now. He's going to be insufferable now, brother.
Enchantment?
Enchantment.
Enchantment!
Okay, I need to get some. You sell some.
If
I
there's
know
anything
that.
I can do for, I'm sure you.
Oh, is that it? Oh, I bought the other ones, evidently. Okay. Can you sell elf fruit by any chance? No. It was worth a hope. Alright. I'm gonna put my Grey Warden stuff in here. Or actually Alistair's, technically. You know what I mean. Any weapons I want to keep? Yep. Yeah. Oh shit, have I sold the green blade? Or did I give it back? I think I gave it back, I could be wrong. I remember wanting to give it back, whether I did or not is a different thing altogether. Is it in here? No. Damn. Okay.
What say you?
Nothing, he's got nothing more to talk about, okay. Oh, his win.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
Ah. You know about Morrigan.
Well, she's hardly discreet. The way she looks at you, it's as though she's completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist.
It's part of her charm.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
Hey man, I've seen those ends. Just okay. I trust Morrigan.
I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
Mm-hmm. And you think I can't mix them? Because you think she's not aware of this? She and I both know this isn't going to end happily forever. But we're going to enjoy the time in between now and then.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
I hate that there isn't another choice to be like, what do you mean? She and I are on equal terms on this. She knows she knows what I have to do if I must. She knows this.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
Yeah, we can handle it.
If you insist, I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
You can't disapprove. If you were giving advice, you don't get to give a disapproval statement. Oh wait, do they all talk about it?
Something I can help with?
No.
Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind?
Stand anything else?
You called.
No, just ask.
As you wish.
Okay. I think we're gonna make our way. Oh, so much shit in this, okay. Deliver a stack of 15 toxin extract samples to the welcome to bartender. Oh, yeah, no, that's not what I meant to do. Dinner him. Find his sextant. I need to get into the alienage for that. And that's also alienage, isn't it? Sword of the better set. Travel to the Brazilian forest and slay the Cabal of Maleficarum. Where the fuck were they? Alienage. Frostbacks. Yeah, I can't find one of them. Oh, because the other one's in the thing. The Isle of Redcliffe. Paragon of her kind, gather the army. So, oh, should we go to Orzammar? No.
It will
No.
be done.
We should go Keep, and we shall go.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, blast it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Got a ways to go. Literally. South to the north. Yeah, the coastlands. Stormy Coast is what it's called in Inquisition.
And here we are. Soldier's Peak.
Okay.
Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels. I wasn't lost, it's just that the map got soggy. Bah, we're here. So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Okay.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the Wardens flourished, their ranks full, their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Hey.
Okay. I'm gonna call this one here because I'm tired. I'll start another one later or so. Maybe another hour one before I go to work. Love you all. Peace.